Hey VC, it's Glen Kellaway from the basement. It's Sunday morning, raining, very rainy day in Trenton, Ontario, Canada. Excuse me. I just did about 2 minutes of this video and sneezed, so I started over. Now I'm coughing. Yeah, rainy day today, opening of football season, so it's a nice day to stay in and lay on the couch, put some tunes on, turn the sound down on the TV, and watch football. That's my day plan. Anyway, this is a contest entry for DarkSide Vinyl. Jerry at DarkSide Vinyl has pushed to 100 subscribers. So please, after you watched my totally entertaining video, go right to DarkSide Vinyl and push the subscribe button. Please help him out. Great. Jerry, I'm happy you're doing this contest. I really liked the rules and the questions and stuff, so as soon as I saw it this morning, I jumped right on it. First question, there are 10. How long have you been making videos? My first video was March 29th of this year, so 5 months. Yeah. What got you started? I've told this story a couple times, but my nephew Jack, who is on JT Media, please subscribe to Jack's channel. He needs some subscribers and is just getting started. Young guy, teenager, really cool, loves music, and please help him out, subscribe, JT Media. So Jack came over to my house and was watching YouTube videos and then kind of got me interested. Then I found out my friend Mazzy, Norman Maslov, through a connection with Stephen Hoffman Forums, also did videos, which I didn't know. So I went on YouTube, hopped on and checked the Norman Maslov channel and absolutely loved what Mazzy was doing and thought, man, I gotta try this. Bit nerve-wracking at first. I'm still not the most polished guy in the world, but yeah, the first couple there's a lot of yeah. So then yeah. So that goes on, and now you get a little bit more comfortable as time goes on. So I hope I'm not awing and umming as much as I used to, but I'm sure it's still painful to watch sometimes. Anyway, that's what got me started. Whose videos do you always try to watch? Man, thank God I'm retired when I got into this vinyl community, because it has become a full-time job. I try and support as many people as I can by watching their videos. And if I start naming names, I'm going to leave so many out, but I just want to, I am going to start naming a few. So, Rachel the Music Man. Love Rachel. I love the support she's given me. We've developed a really good friendship, and I love her to death. Robert's on my turntable. Robert and I have become very good friends. We only live 15 minutes apart. We just chatted on the phone for 45 minutes yesterday, and we're going record hunting probably in the next couple of weeks. So Robert's on my turntable. Chris, Blues Vinyl Guy. Jamie Cottle. Anthony at AGK Vinyl. Jeff Speaker's Corner. Oh man, there's so many. Norman, the great Norman Maslov. I love you, Mazzy. Richard McCook. Rob Walker. Oh Lord, there's so many. There's Shannon D, one of my great friends on the VC. How could I forget Shannon? Yeah, there's just so many. I try and watch as many as I can and be as supportive of it as I can and comment as much as I can. And I always try and respond to comments left on my videos. If I missed you on a comment, I apologize, because I try very hard to comment back on everybody. I love the communication. So that's it for that. Why do I watch DarkSide's videos? Well, I think Jerry's kind of eclectic, which I like, because he comes up with some stuff that I've never heard before. And just look at his concert announcement video when he names his 5 favorite albums. He goes from Abbey Road to Blurry Face. What the hell is Blurry Face? But I'll tell you what, it makes me go to YouTube after I'm finished watching and search for Blurry Face and see what I'm missing. So I like that. I appreciate that you bring up some stuff I'm not aware of. And I just love when you say Blurry Face. It's kind of cool. Okay, show your top 5 albums. Oh, okay, so I'm not sure in what order I'm showing these. I know I'll show the top 2. The top 5: King Crimson, In the Court of the Crimson King, the father of progressive rock as far as I'm concerned, and one of the greatest albums ever made, and one of the classic covers of all time. King Crimson, In the Court of the Crimson King. Jethro Tull, one of my favorite bands. Aqualung, I just freaking love this album from the first note to the last. It just resonates with me like no other. I just think it's a perfect record. I absolutely love it. Full of dynamics. The songs are great. The playing's incredible. Awesome. Guess I'm not really showing these in any order. My favorite album of all time, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. This is the greatest album ever made. I freaking love it. Van Morrison, Astral Weeks, another classic record. Beautiful album. Van Morrison, Astral Weeks, another perfect record. And this is my second favorite album of all time, Bob Dylan, Blonde on Blonde. This is the original master recording, 45 RPM, stereo, mobile fidelity. I think there was 10,000 units. This is 8330 out of 10,000. This is one of the greatest sounding records I've ever heard. Sounds like Bob, his vocals are just, oh man, I can't tell you how much they're up front in this. It just sounds like he's sitting in the living room with me. Love that album. Okay, so that's my 5. What's next? How long have you been collecting records? So this is a bad story for me. 1964 would have been probably started collecting albums. I had 45s before then. So let's say when the Beatles started, let's go with 64. Right up until about 1987, 86 probably, when I got my first CD player. Then I kept my albums, but I started buying CDs like crazy, bought a nice CD player. I had a friend who owned a stereo shop, and he gave me a deal on whole new stereo, and I had the whole thing going. And I bought CDs like crazy. Then in around the early 90s, somewhere 92, 93, I decided, well, everybody, CDs are where it's at. Vinyl's gone. It's history. So I sold all my records. Stupid. Every one of them. Didn't keep anything. Didn't keep my original Beatle records. Kept nothing. Just stupid. And I had an amazing collection. Still shake my head, but what are you going to do? So went completely CD. Then sometime in early 2000s, I got the vinyl bug again. I started collecting vinyl. I built up a really, really nice collection again. Not a huge amount of albums, but some great titles like Mo-Fi's and the Beatles mono box and the stereo box. And I had a ton of great stuff. And my wife and I decided to downsize and move into a condo. So I thought, well, I got to be careful with size and the rooms and stuff. So harder and more bulky to keep vinyl. I'll sell my vinyl again and just go with CDs. So I sold it off again a second time. Can you believe that? Like, am I Lord of the Idiots or what? Anyway, I went strictly with CDs. A year after we were in the condo, we just thought, this isn't cool. Like, I'm a big music fan. I was playing bass guitar at this time. How do you learn how to play bass guitar in a condo? So we decided to look for a bigger place, and we bought a townhouse with a gorgeous basement, beautiful music room, had it all set up again. And what do? I end up with a turntable for the third time and start collecting vinyl again. So here I am again. I've got my vinyl collections built up to about 300 titles. I'm never selling it again, I promise. This is on record right here on the VC. If you ever see me say, I just sold my vinyl off again, I'm going to give you my address and you can come over and slap me right in the head. It won't happen. I'm dying with these records. Okay. Now I got that off my chest. Pull out your 100th album. I did. It was Charlie Daniels Band, Night Rider. This is really the second Charlie Daniels Band album with the classic lineup with Tom Crane playing guitar. Great album. Great rockin' album, actually. Charlie Daniels Band, Knight Rider. Oh, comfort artist. Well, what happened to it? I seem to have lost my comfort artist. I love Indian music. I think it's beautiful and relaxing. Ravi Shankar is my comfort artist, and his daughter Anushka Shankar is a wonderful, wonderful musician, and I love listening to her as well. Ravi Shankar, very relaxing. Favorite concert memory? I'm going with King Crimson. About 2 years ago, I saw them in Toronto, and you can go on King Crimson's site, which is called DGM Live, and for their tours, they sell a pass. It's not cheap. It was $500 Canadian. I think it's around 300 something US. But what it does is it gives you access to the world of King Crimson, they call it. So you show up at the venue at 5:30. There was about 40 of us at the Toronto show who did this. They take you to the front of the stage, and David Singleton, the manager of King Crimson, comes out, introduces himself, and talks about the world of King Crimson, the business of King Crimson, how they put their tours together, how they decide to release their live album packages, etc., etc., etc. Really interesting guy and very interesting conversation. Then one of the band members comes out. That was Jacko Jaksic, the great vocalist with King Crimson's current lineup. Jacko is a great musician, great guitar player, great singer. He has albums of his own out, and has also been in the prog rock genre, the forefront of it for many years, playing with people and producing and making records with different artists and stuff. Anyway, he came out for about 20 minutes or so, maybe a half an hour, and we got to ask him questions and stuff. He was just a super cool guy. Then Robert Fripp, the man himself, came out. He wouldn't take questions, but he gave us like a 30-minute soliloquy on being Robert Fripp. It was very cool. He's just the coolest, quirkiest man on earth. So that was my favorite concert memory, because it was just so close to seeing the band up close, and then we got front row tickets too. So great memory for me. Show a 45 or 10 inch. Beatles, favorite band, favorite Beatles song, Strawberry Fields Forever. Here's the 45. This is from the singles collection. I wish I had the original 45. Still in my possession, but I don't. But there we go. That's Penny Lane and Strawberry Fields on Parlophone. So I think I answered all 10 questions. Thanks so much, Jerry. Good luck in the contest, and help Jerry get up over 100, 200, 300, whatever. Just keep piling on the subscriptions. Jerry, I appreciate you putting on the contest. Have a great day, buddy.